It's Lori, aka Lori Has Hope, and this is Saturday, February 25th, 2017. And I'm here because I need to talk. I've kind of, I've been confused. I've done really good for over a year. Excuse me. Um, and I have lost a lot of weight and over 100 pounds. And as I said, I've been doing really good for a long time. But for the last couple of weeks, off and on, I've been struggling. And I've given myself permission to eat things I know I shouldn't eat or I shouldn't eat very much of. And it's the more I do it, the more I want to do it. And I don't want to keep doing this, if that makes any sense. Um, I really believe that once you start introducing more carbs into your eating plan, that it makes you want more and more carbs and sugar, which sugar basically is carbs. And I beat myself up, and I know I shouldn't do that because I'm still proud of how far I've come. But I get angry with myself because I don't know why I don't have control all the time. So I went to my store and I did my shopping. And I'll be honest, I went in there with the idea that I was going to buy things that weren't on my plan. And while I was looking for one of the things that wasn't on my plan, but that I really wanted and I couldn't find, and I'll tell you what it was. It was Little Debbie Swiss rolls, chocolate with the cream and all that stuff. I never did find them, which was pretty much the Lord saying, you don't need those. And I know that. I just wanted them. But in the process of looking for them, I came across a little display that had some things called Sweet Tarts Mini Gummy Bites. And I loved Sweet Tarts when I was younger. And I haven't had any for years. And I think they were like 2 for $5. So I got one. And then after I got home and I fixed my regular lunch, which was totally on my plan. Well, actually, wait a minute, I had something, well, yeah, it was still on plan. It was just a salad instead of the omelet I usually make. But after I finished all that, I decided I wanted to try out the Sweet Tarts. So I opened the bag and oh, they were so good. And the first thing I said, it was the old Lori talking, why didn't I get 2 bags? They were 2 for $5. And anyway, by the end of the day and the night, before I went to bed, I had finished the whole 10-ounce bag. No, I'm not proud of it. And I felt like crap. I felt horrible. I think it was because I'm not used to much sugar. So, but anyway, it was just a bad feeling. And then I swore to myself, you're not doing this anymore. So I was pretty good for a couple of days. And then I decided those were pretty good. I think I'm going to look online and see if I can find them somewhere else. I did. I went to Walmart.com first, but now since they've switched the shipping pass thing that I was paying, I think $49 a year for to get 2-day free shipping, they did away with that, refunded the whole $49 that I'd paid almost a year ago. And they have a new 2-day free shipping, but you have to buy $35 worth of stuff to be able to qualify for the 2-day free shipping. So I decided I'll go over and look on Target and see if they have the Sweet Tart mini gummy bites. And they did. I think they were actually even a little less. So I decided, well, on Target you have to have $25 to get free shipping. So they were $2 something a bag. And I ended up buying 6 bags. And I also bought 4 bags of rice cakes. And rice cakes are a regular part of my healthy eating plan. Caramel corn. Anyway, that's the kind I get. And I usually have 1 a day after my lunch. It's kind of like a dessert thing to me, but it's still within my plan. Well, I totally planned to eat some of those Sweet Tart gummy things when they got here. And I did. I put 5 bags away, but I took 1 into the living room with me. That was my first mistake. Well, my first mistake was the first day I got them. I took the whole bag in there. I'm used to doing portion control, which you look on the bag or whatever it is, box, and it tells you how many you can have for a serving. And I think on these gummy bite things, it's like 40 for a serving. Anyway, I took the whole bag in. I got these like 6:30. By 11 o'clock, the whole bag was gone. And I was miserable again. I felt real jittery, and I know my sugar was way too high. I mean, I'm not diabetic by any means. I mean, my last doctor's appointment, which was last Thursday, he did an A1C test, and my A1C was 4.9. So I'm not diabetic. But as I said, when I had the Sweet Tarts previously, I got kind of all jittery and just didn't feel good. My stomach was aching. I mean, 10 ounces of those things. I mean, that's the old Lori. I don't do that anymore. Or at least I'm not used to doing that, and I don't want to get in that habit again. And I will be honest, I said I wouldn't let myself go above a 5-pound gain. I'm up 6.2 pounds. And I'm not happy about it, but there's no one to blame but me. Okay, I have to admit the other part. I also bought some Fritos, the Fritos scoops, because I like to have those with mild salsa. I like to scoop up the salsa with it. So, excuse me, I also had some chips and salsa. Yeah, I had some the day before yesterday. Actually, I think I got those on Tuesday also. So I had some on Tuesday, and then I had some yesterday. Wait a minute, I didn't have any. Well, I had them yesterday, but it was after I had the Sweet Tarts, because I was just so jittery and everything from all that sugar. I felt like I needed something that was salty, or or something that wasn't sugary to absorb the sugar. You can reason out anything if you want to bad enough. So I had some Fritos and salsa. Not all the rest of the bag. I had about, I think maybe 20. And I think that the portion size actually said 40 or something on that one too. I'm not sure. But I only had around 20, which was more than I should have had at all. And then I put it away, put it back in the cupboard. And of course, when I got up today, I had gained weight. I gained, let's see, yesterday, I've never given any numbers, but I'm going to. Yesterday, as I said, I've been having a little struggle for over a week. The lowest I've been was 189.6, I think. And yesterday I had, well, a few days ago I had went up to 195.8. And then I put the brakes on. And I had a really good day. It was totally on my plan. And I went down from 195.8 to 194.4. Well, after my indulgence yesterday, I weighed in at 196.2 this morning. I knew I'd be up. I gained almost 2 pounds. I'm not happy, but I have no one to blame but myself. And the main reason I'm doing this is I need to talk about it. And I don't really have anyone to talk to about it. And I'm ashamed. I'll be honest. I am ashamed. But even though I had gained that weight, I wanted those Fritos that were left over in the bag today. And I finally told myself, no, you cannot do that. So I went into the kitchen, got the bag of Fritos out of the cupboard. I poured every bit of what was left in the bag into the garbage disposal, turned on the water, and I chopped them up in the garbage disposal because I didn't even trust myself to put them in the garbage because I might have dug them right back up. But if they went down the garbage disposal, they were gone. And they are gone. Then I went through another battle with wanting to open another bag of the sweet tarts. I mean, there's 5 bags left. I didn't do it. I've stayed on plan all day today, and I'll tell you, it's a really strong urge to want to get those, but I'm not doing it. That's why I came in here and decided it was time to talk about my weight loss and my weight regain. No, I'm not proud of it at all, but it's real life. And it happens. I mean, I've watched a lot of people that have lost a lot of weight, like I have, and then I've watched them regain, and I always thought, why? Why do they regain after they go through all that work? And I know now that it's really easy to regain. And once you start doing that, it's very easy to keep doing it. You keep saying, I'll get back on my plan and I'm going to stay there. And then a couple of days later, you're like, oh, well, it won't hurt to just have a little bit. No. Not every couple of days. Before, I would go several months before I'd even think about going off my plan. That is how I lost so much weight. I'm not going to ruin it. I'll never go back where I was. My highest weight, I don't know if I've ever said it because I was really ashamed of all my numbers. But a long time ago, before I ever got serious about sticking to a plan and making the plan myself that I could live with, I was at 355, which is way too much for my height. I was at one time 5'4", and that was way too much even for 5'4", but I'm only 5 foot now. And when I got serious about this life journey of mine and finally made up my mind, and as Rob says, I changed my mind to change my life, I was 303.8 pounds. Way too much. And It's no wonder my knees got all broke down, and they're still messed up, even though I've lost over 100 pounds. I was down 113 pounds. And now I'm down probably about 108. I'll have to look in my MyFitnessPal. And I do log every single thing I eat. But my MyFitnessPal is private. It's for me. I'm not hiding anything because, like I said, I log every single thing. The full bags of the sweet tarts, the Fritos, anything I have that's off plant. Oh, yes, the other day when I went to the store, I also got 2 Three Musketeers bars. I just thought it was my day to party, I guess. So I ate those that day too. And that, like I said, that was on Tuesday. And I believe I had close to a 2-pound gain the next day. And then I had kind of got myself back down, like I said, let's see, on Thursday. No, wait a minute. Friday. I had got myself, let's see, I had been up to 195 point, I don't know what it was, if it was 8 or 6 or what it was. And then I got myself back down to 194. No, I think it was 195.8. Then I got myself on, I think it was yesterday morning, I was 194.4. And then I blew it again yesterday, last night in particular. And then I was up to 196.2 this morning. And even though I have 5 bags of sweet tarts left, I'm not touching them. It's just, I'm going to have to act like they are not even there because I am not touching them for at least a month. And I'm putting this on video so when I want to touch them, I can come back and watch this and say, look at that. Look how miserable you were because you let yourself go. You let yourself take advantage. I don't know how to explain it. I took advantage of myself, of my inner thoughts. You know, the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other, and the devil won. But the angel's back in charge. Yep. And to some people, a 6, let's see, what did I say I was down to at one time? My lowest, as I said, was 189.6, I think. And I'm 196.2 today. So I'm not sure exactly how many pounds that is, but I know it's over 6. My math isn't working right now, but it's 6 something, I think, of a regain. And I need to go the other way. And I'm drinking a lot of water, and I'm going to keep drinking water. I've been drinking my water, and I also drink like 3 20-ounce cups of coffee a day, but I'm drinking more plain water. And I believe that will help. I know this is really long, and I'm sorry for that, but I needed to do this because I'm just so upset with myself for giving in and not being strong like I have been. And I'm working my way back, though. This is the first day. And I'm not going to give in. And I'm not going to throw those other bags of sweet tarts out. I've got to use willpower like I've been doing. And I will. So I'm sorry I kind of turned into a little bit of a soggy mess here. I didn't mean to, but I had to do this. So anyway, I hope you are all doing well and your journeys are going excellent. And we're all human. And we're not going to be 100% on plan all the time. But I know that there's no excuse to be going off every couple of days. Not for me. And I'm not going to do it anymore. I'll go off, but it's not going to be every few days or even every week. I like to go out to lunch with my niece, but we do that about every couple of months. And we've talked about doing it more often, and if we do, I'll just have to make better choices. Because I do enjoy spending time with her, and she wants to lose weight too. She's having a really hard time trying to get her mind in the right place, and I understand that. It took me a lot of years to get my mindset straightened out, but I fell off. I'm human. It happens, and I'm going to use this as an example and not do this on a regular basis because I like where I'm going. I don't like where I came from. So, and I know that my weight, even at 189, is not really what the um, online scale things would say is healthy for my height. But when I feel healthy and can walk better, it won't matter what the number is. In fact, my goal I set for myself, and my doctor even said the same thing before I even told him what I had set for myself, is 175. So I'm not that far from there. I'm farther than I was, but I'll get there. I keep my positive mental attitude even when times are not the best, because there's always a positive in every negative. And the positive in this is I learned, even though I may enjoy that junk when I'm eating it, it's not good for me and it doesn't really make me happy after, so it's best not to do it. With that, I'm going to wish you all a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoy yourselves, whatever you may be doing. Be safe, and remember to keep smiling and keep a PMA. It really does help to keep a positive mental attitude. And there is always hope. There is. Love you all.